Hello, everyone. My name is Alex. Today, I will tell you about my daily routine as an airplane pilot. I will speak slowly and clearly so you can follow me. I usually wake up at 5 a.m. My alarm rings and I get out of bed. I stretch my arms and take a shower. I brush my teeth and wash my face to feel fresh and awake. At 5:30 a.m., I go to the kitchen and eat breakfast. I usually have eggs, toast, and fruit. I drink a cup of coffee to help me focus. While eating, I check the weather for my flights and look at flight schedules. Then I put on my pilot uniform, shirt, pants, tie, and badge. At 6 a.m., I leave home and drive to the airport. I arrive early to prepare for my flight. I greet my co-pilot and the cabin crew. Together, we go over the flight plan and discuss safety checks. At 6:30 a.m., we inspect the airplane. We check the engines, the fuel, the lights, and all the systems. Safety is very important for pilots. After inspection, we enter the cockpit and start pre-flight checks. Let me tell you about some important parts of the plane. On the outside, the wings help the plane lift into the air. The engines give the plane power to move forward. The tail at the back helps the plane stay balanced. Inside the cockpit, I look at the dashboard, which has many important instruments. We call this the instrument panel. Let me explain the most important ones. The yoke is like the steering wheel of the plane. I pull it to go up and push it to go down. I turn it left or right to make the plane turn. The altimeter shows our height or altitude in the air. This tells me how many feet we are above the ground. The airspeed indicator shows how fast we are flying through the air. It's like the speedometer in a car. The attitude indicator, or artificial horizon, is a very important instrument. It shows if the plane's wings are level or if we are climbing or descending. It is especially useful when we cannot see outside, like in a cloud. The heading indicator is like a compass. It shows our direction. If we are flying north, south, east, or west. The vertical speed indicator tells me how fast we are climbing or descending. It shows if we are going up or down, slowly or quickly. We also have a GPS and a radio. The GPS shows a map of where we are going. The radio is for talking to the air traffic control tower. All these parts and instruments work together to help me fly the plane safely. At 7 a.m., passengers start boarding. I communicate with air traffic control, check instruments, and ensure everything is ready. At 7:30 a.m., we take off. Flying requires focus and attention. I monitor the speed, altitude, and weather. I also communicate with the control tower during the flight. I also need to be ready for any emergency. Our first job is to stay calm. If there is turbulence, which is strong shaking, I turn on the seatbelt sign and may change altitude. For more serious problems, I follow special procedures and can make an emergency landing at the nearest airport. We practice these situations many times in a simulator, so we are always prepared to keep everyone safe. During the flight, I check the instruments and keep the passengers safe. Sometimes I make announcements or coordinate with the cabin crew. Flying can be busy but very rewarding. At 12 p.m., we land at the destination. I check that everything is okay and assist passengers in leaving safely. After landing, I take a short break and eat lunch. In the afternoon, I may fly another flight, review reports, or prepare for the next day. I also rest and drink water. Flying can be tiring, but it is exciting to travel and see different places. At 6 p.m., I finish my last flight of the day. I return to my hotel or home, take a shower, change into comfortable clothes, and relax. I sometimes read or watch a show to unwind. At 9:30 p.m., I prepare for bed. I brush my teeth, wash my face, and set my alarm for the next day. I go to bed around 10 p.m., ready for another day of flying. Flying is a wonderful job, but it requires focus, discipline, and attention to safety. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Goodbye.